This is one of those holiday stories with a husband, a wife, a son, a dog, Christmas lights, hot chocolate, and Vicodin. The day after Thanksgiving, when my son Ethan was 15, an oral surgeon pulled his wisdom teeth and prescribed Vicodin, 500 milligrams. Use half a pill as needed for your extreme pain. We got Ethan home, stopping at the drugstore on the way, and laid him down in the living room. He was zonked and stayed that way, even when our little dog Duke used him as a trampoline to dismount the couch. My wife Janet is a worrier. Will he be all right? She asked. Yes, dear, he'll be fine. The thing is, Janet and I had to leave Ethan to work a few blocks away downtown at Light Up Night, the annual ceremony where they throw the switch on the huge Christmas tree in the town square. It's a nice evening with music and ice carving and soup sampling and nonprofit groups selling cookies, candies, and drinks. The public library sells hot chocolate, and my wife is the director of the public library, so I get to help sell hot chocolate year after year after year. And after all these years, we have it down to an art. You have your table and sign, electric urn and extension cord, hot chocolate mix and mini marshmallows, stir sticks and cups, and only one folding chair needed for the two of us because Keith never gets to sit down. No, Keith's job is hot water mule. See, the library's puny electric urn can't actually heat water, it can only keep it hot. So we heat the water at home, pour it into the urn. I immediately head home for more. Repeat 4 times through the evening. My goal for each round trip is 20 minutes. It's the best method we've been able to devise, though it leaves ample opportunity for catastrophes such as spilling the entire pot of water in our car. This particular year, that didn't happen, but here's what did. I zipped into the house, put the empty pot under the kitchen faucet, set the oven timer for my goal of 20 minutes, and swung into the living room to check on Ethan, who was now awake and writhing with an expression of misery that said, use half a pill of Vicodin as needed for your extreme pain. So I hurried back to the kitchen, put the water on a burner to heat, grabbed the Vicodin pill, a plate, and a knife, chopped down through the pill, and half of it goes flying toward the refrigerator. Well, guess who beats me to the spot? Remember Duke, the little trampolining dog? Yes, him. Well, you might have done what I did right then, which was scoop up Duke and reach into his mouth. This would be a bad idea on your part. Duke objected mightily. I do think that I did a good job clamping Duke to my side, while I used the other hand to flip through the phone book for the number for the vet, then find the number for after-hours emergencies, then dial it on my cell phone. From out in the living room, Ethan made a sound something like, hang on, I said. A woman's voice on the phone said, excuse me? I explained the situation to her. Little dog, about 15 pounds, Vicodin, about 250 milligrams. What do I do? I'll have the doctor call you back, she said. Is this the number to use? Yes, thanks, I said. I hung up and pictured myself taking the call from the doctor on my cell phone while I lugged Duke and the pot of hot water to Janet. If I leave her unable to make hot chocolate, there'll be more than one dead dog. I turned to the stove where the water was heating, still holding Duke, and lived that old saying, a watched pot, when you're waiting for the vet to call because you've accidentally drugged your dog, never boils. Duke was calm as he'd ever been, which didn't seem like a good sign. Oh, God. My cell phone rang. I answered it. My dog ate Vicodin. How much time has passed, the doctor said. I had the oven timer right there in front of me, so I knew exactly. 4 minutes. Okay, the Vicodin will still be in his stomach. I'm going to tell you how to make him throw up. I'm thinking this is a good thing that you're going to tell me. I have no idea how to do that. I've never wanted it to happen. Use peroxide, he said, a teaspoonful. He should be fine regardless, but that's the thing to do. Peroxide, got it, thanks. I hung up and carried Duke to where our peroxide should be, but wasn't. For the sake of time, I have to skip the details of driving like mad to the drugstore, racing inside for peroxide, and then back home with Duke under my arm the whole time. I flew into the kitchen with the bottle and the dog and grabbed a spoon, at which point it occurred to me that it would have been smarter to give Duke his peroxide treat outdoors. Oh well. I plopped us down on the kitchen floor. This seems like a good spot for dog vomit. Now, of course, is when Duke comes to life and starts to wriggle. He knocks the spoon out of my hand and it skitters across the floor toward the refrigerator. Bad doggy. I hung onto him and stretched out. There was just enough of the spoon sticking out from under the refrigerator that I could kind of lever it back toward myself, and with it came something small and white that looked like half a pill of Vicodin. Duke lunged for it, but I held him back, snatched it, and shot to my feet. Yes, the other half of the pill was still on the plate. Duke had never reached the Vicodin. Good doggy, I said as I dropped him. Ethan staggered into the kitchen. I blew the dust bunnies off of Duke's half of the pill, handed it to Ethan, ran him a glass of water, and steered him back to the couch. The oven timer sounded. My 20 minutes were up. I shut the burner and hurried to the front door with the hot water. Janet would have questions. Is something the matter with Ethan? Is that what took you so long? No, dear, no. I was just dogging it.